we always see things in the comments about, well, the comic says this. Well, cool. I'm glad the comic says that. But all we do is recap the show, guys. I know I sound like a jerk when I say it like that, though. But do you read the comic, Denise, or do you not read it?
No, I have read some of them, but I have not read this season's yet. Yeah. So I'm way behind on that.
I think
but,
that
somebody has information. Tell us, please. I mean, that way we can kind of compare. But I did read that the Carl's role this week was real close to the comics. I did read that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have
go ahead.
Brett in my Facebook group who reads the comics, and he said, "Oh, they're doing things very close to the comics this week." So,
good.
That's good. So shout out to Brett.
Shout out to Brett, our comic book regular guy. He's missing in action right now. We're still trying to get a hold of him. I hope everything's okay with him. So shout out to Patrick. But so I hope everything's all right. I haven't talked to him all week, but hopefully everything's okay. So we want to go into this, and we want to talk about the Negan Carl buddy situation. I don't even know what to call it. It's just crazy. It's odd. It's one of the weirdest things, and we've talked about it. We've heard people talk about it. They said Negan and Carl. Negan treats Carl more like an adult, where his dad and Michonne treat him more like a kid. So there's a big separation there. So I guess that's part of building the respect that they're talking about. Is that the way you feel, Julie? Julie, where are you at on this one?
Well, I think Negan is obviously doing it for a reason. I mean, I think he kind of admires Carl for being the little badass that he's trying to be. But I also think that if he can get on Carl's good side, that's really going to affect Rick even more. And we know Negan is just all about tearing Rick down as low as he can.
Yeah.
So if, I don't think Carl would ever totally side with Negan, but he's a kid still, he's impressionable, and Negan may be trying to gain his respect.
Okay.
What do you think, Denise?
Yeah, I agree with that. Carlos, he's kind of treating him like an adult, but Carl's not an adult yet. In a way, he is because of the apocalypse, but on the other hand, he's not.
Right.
So, I agree with you. Yeah, he's impressionable, and I don't know if Negan's trying to be a, quote, replacement dad or whatever he's trying to do, but I think Carl respects him somewhat in a way, but I don't think he'll ever be a savior, just so to speak.
No, I don't think he'll ever betray us.
No, I would not think so. He might think about it, but I don't think he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think he'd think about it, but I guess that, that's the first time that I've heard that, so maybe, I don't know, that he might think about something like that.
What I'm more worried about is, would Negan possibly try to take Judith?
Yeah, that's the big question. What's the deal? Oh, he's going to stay there, and they're going to have a cookout and all this stuff. Yeah, no, I don't know where that's going to go.
Well, can you imagine Rick's reaction if he gets back?
With
his family around him and holding his baby.
Yeah, because did you see Rick's face at the end of the episode or the preview? His eyes were all wide and looked like he was going to burst into tears again. So maybe he does take her. I don't know.
That would be horrible.
That would be
horrifying, really. I don't know.
It would be.
See, in that situation, I would kind of, in Apocalypse, most of the people kind of lose their mind. But in that situation, to have their baby taken away, even though they think that the baby is from the guy I never liked and the lady, but that would put me over the edge. I'll just be totally honest with you, because I was already upset when Negan playing that part with the baby. I thought it was sick. I thought it was disgusting. Because it was so creepy to see him do that and hold the baby like that. And if Rick would have been around and said, "Here, hold the baby," and he knew him, he was friends. But this seemed like a creepy situation to me. So that's the way I feel about it. And I do have 3 daughters, guys. So maybe that's why I'm so one-sided. That's why I'm so against that scene.
Well, I think that it's just as we were saying, his mind game. He's doing it. He knows it's going to really affect Carl and definitely Rick when Rick returns. And definitely why he's doing it. But he could also be thinking, oh, wow, we don't have, do they have any kids there at the compound, at the Savior's compound?
That's a good question.
He's thinking about, wow, we need some babies or something.
That's a good question.
You would think with all his wives, he would be making babies. I knew it was going to be funny at some point. I knew it was going to come out. So.
But unless he's got a problem that we don't know about.
Okay.
This is true.
Yeah,
because Sherry turned out negative, so we shall see with that. But he could be looking for a replacement family himself in a way.
Yeah.
I think they said we may see his backstory eventually. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. But I agree with you too. It's a mind game with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say something. It's really not important, but they show Negan shaved coming up. His face is shaved coming up in maybe this season in the mid-season finale or next.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw that.
I think it's going to be really even creepier if he goes inside of Rick's house, shaves, showers.
Oh, yeah.
He does
all
that.
He just makes himself at home.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, I have obsessive compulsive disorder, so I don't let nobody in my house. But on the other hand, that would really drive me nuts. I don't know how anybody else would feel about that. Say he came home and there was hair all over the sink, and 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 then he's holding the baby.
They have all these nice houses there in Alexandria, where it's the sanctuary. They're like this big warehouse thing or something.
Yeah, they were. From what they were saying, it was the prison. But they were rebuilding that prison to like a warehouse kind of deal. That's what the Walking Dead was saying. I'm pretty sure that's what they were saying about it. And they said that it was set from.
I don't know. He had a pretty nice apartment there, if you ask me. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
the one they saw, not the first little apartment room that they showed. I think that, but the one they showed this weekend was really nice. I thought.
Mm-hmm. But it's not. Alexandria is a pretty idyllic setting for
community. It's like a community.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, that's like.
Woodbury was kind of neat, but it still wasn't as nice as Alexandria.
Denise, do you remember what they said about the set for where the Saviors are at? They said that they built. They had used it for before.
Yeah, they reused it. They built it as a gated place for the Saviors, but I can't remember what it was used for.
Yeah.
Darn it.
I know.
It was used. Yeah, it was.
What was it? Do you remember what it was, or no? I'm gonna have to Google that.
No, I can't remember which set they reused. Let me see.
I just thought it was pretty interesting that they brought that up. That they just kind of redid the set, and you really couldn't tell. But they did say it was a prison, but they didn't say it was the prison that they were in. I mean, you remember when they were staying in the prison with Herschel and everybody?
Yeah.
They didn't say it was that prison, but they said it was a prison that they just kind of built onto. But they said it was a former set. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to figure it out. If we don't get it on tonight, we'll talk about it next week.
I'm looking right now,
okay.
But I'm not sure I'll find it.
It was on The Walking Dead last night.
Yeah, I'm not either.
It was pretty interesting. So I guess we'll wrap it up for tonight. I know tomorrow we have Cousin Dave in the morning. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Is he on? Oh, Cousin Dave was on this morning. Cousin Dave was on Tuesday morning with Why the Blues. So make sure you check out Cousin Dave, Why the Blues on Tuesday morning. TWD, we have the season finale coming up, so we'll give you all the information on the podcast coming up, because we're going to have 2 podcasts for the final. So we'll have 2 podcasts, and then we have the lounge on Wednesday with D. Marie Love and Anissa. So make sure you check out the lounge. It's all the new update entertainment. It's one of the funniest, coolest shows. Make sure you tune into the gals. They work really hard. Oh, Wednesday we also have Rolling with the Oldies. Rolling with the Oldies with Lisa Trujillo in the morning, tomorrow morning. So check out Lisa Trujillo in the morning with Rolling with the Oldies. And then in the evening, you have the lounge. Thursday night, you have Lisa Trujillo. She's back with her rock night. So make sure you check that out. Friday, once again, you got Freaks in the Basement. Check it out. This is so cool.
Freaks in the Basement.
With Chris Stevens.
Oh yeah!
I just played it. It's so cool. You got to hear. I don't know if you've heard it, Julie, but it's so cool. And then Saturday you got the Jam with Ike Diaz. Make sure you tune into that. It's an awesome podcast. You'll catch me and Denise and Chris and a bunch of people join in, and we partied till 4 a.m. So it's fun. If you don't go out Saturday nights, or if you do go out Saturday nights, just tune into the show. So once again, I want to thank everybody for listening in. Julie, thank you again for coming back on the podcast. And Denise, thank you very much. You both were awesome tonight.
Thank you. Thank both of you.
You guys were awesome.
Oh, thanks, guys.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. So we'll let everybody know about the schedule coming up for the season finale, because we're going to run 2 podcasts. We're going to have a part 1 and a part 2 season finale. So we'll give everybody the details over the next week, and we'll let everybody know on some of the podcasts that are coming up, and we'll try to give it. But we will be here next Tuesday with the season finale part 1. And then from part 1, we'll let everybody know when part 2 will be. So it's going to be really exciting. So I'm really excited for the season finale. It's like, I don't want it to end, but I guess everything comes to an end for a while, and then we got to go on a hiatus for a while again. I guess that's what you call it.
And it's actually the mid-season finale.
The mid-season finale. But it's like they just did this with Fear to us. But Fear was the season finale, right? Of season 2?
Yeah, they finished season 2 of Fear at the end of the summer.
Yeah, so it's been great. It's been fun. Thank you to all the listeners. Make sure you check out the Toms from Maine, fluoride-free toothpaste. They're an awesome company, and like I said, I've been using the product for over 10 years, and I have all my teeth, and I'm very happy. But thank you to them, and We will be running our new sponsors commercial on the 1st of January, or the 1st of the new year. We have a new sponsor, and we'll be running the commercial for that. I'm very excited. I'm very happy, and I can't wait till it's on.